So hello everybody. You know who I am probably, really? Oh, okay. I'm insaneintherainmusic. I post video game jazz arrangements on the internet. Thursday night, basically Friday morning, I played the main stage with the Super Soul Brothers, and actually Super Soul Bros. Brothers is a totally different thing. Apparently, like somebody else has the URL Super Soul Brothers, so they have Super Soul Bros. And yesterday I played in the lobby bar. Some of you were there for that. And today I'm not performing, but giving a presentation on making music by yourself. Yeah, that's what that says. Making music by yourself. So one of the things about being a jazz musician is that it is very difficult to do everything by yourself, I think. And that's a unique challenge I think I've come across with my own music. And not that it's easy for anyone to be a one-man band, but I think jazz, it's especially difficult because knowing something about the saxophone won't necessarily translate into knowing how to play the piano, or how to play the bass, or how to play the drums, or how to make it seem like you know how to play those things. So I would like to hopefully share some knowledge on how I gathered some of those skills and help you guys do the same thing, but just basically examine the learning process of learning new music-related things. Yay! Get some more. So I started making YouTube videos in, I think it was September of 2012, which was that's 6 years ago technically, because it's 2018 now. It's been a long time. And when I started making videos, I had no idea that it would, grow into what it has today. And I'm just baffled at the fact that, I got to play at MAGFest. I didn't even know what MAGFest was when I started. And I think that goes to show that when you start putting things on the internet or just making something for yourself, never do it with the intent of getting famous. Because if you do, you probably won't. And putting your passion out there, first and foremost, is the most important thing in the situation. And like when I started, I was just making videos because I thought it was cool. And to this day, I still make videos because I think it's cool. And everybody else, all my other content creator friends out there, they make videos because it's cool, not because they want to be famous. So that is probably the most important thing. I didn't even write it on the slide. Patience is extremely important because it took me, as I said, 6 years to get where I am now, and there's still a ton more that I want to do. But it's all about pacing yourself and not working yourself too hard to the point of burnout. I had an incident with that last year. I made a video called "Why Do I Make YouTube Videos?" and I don't know if anybody saw that one. But I sort of had like a midlife or a mid-YouTube life crisis where I was a bit, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my channel, and then I realized I was putting too much emphasis on what other people wanted to see and not enough on what I wanted to do personally. So I think it's very important to have a balance in that area. Deadlines, my second point. Deadlines are extremely helpful. I gleaned this technique from Family Jules, who's back there in the back corner. He did this thing he still does this thing where he puts out a guitar cover every week. And that was really inspiring to me. And so I decided I wanted to do the same thing with jazz. And having a deadline to make something every week will really kick your ass and put you into shape on how to make things faster and how to make things much better than you did before. And to this day, I changed my deadline system, but deadlines are extremely important for everything I do now. Is that? Oh, sorry, I'm gonna close your Facebook page.
Whoa, what does that say?
This next thing, not having the right gear, I hear this so often, and I think it's always a really different issue. If you're thinking about making videos or thinking about putting yourself out there on the internet, and you say, "Oh, I don't have the right gear, I need to save up and buy some gear." You all have a phone. You can make something, It's so much better to start with whatever equipment you have and just put something out on the internet rather than wait for the right time. Because if you wait for the right time, it will never come. You have to, just do it. Just do it. As I said, your health is so much more, is like the most important thing here, and never sacrifice your personal health over something you want to do on the internet. All right, let's talk about the tech behind making some of these videos. as I just said, gear isn't that important. And there are a lot of free things on the internet that will serve you incredibly well if you want to put things on the internet. My digital audio workstation of choice is Reaper. And yeah, there are many Reaper users in here for people I know. And it is I'll show you it. It is a digital audio workstation. If it opens, hello, there it is. It is a digital audio workstation that allows you to record sound and manipulate it. Like Microsoft Word is your word processor, Reaper is my audio processor, and I do basically everything in here. I don't have any of my big project files on here, but Reaper is an extremely powerful program that is basically free. It has a 60-day free trial, but the trial doesn't end, like WinRAR. So it's a great program to use, and I highly recommend, if you like it, pay for it, because the devs deserve your money, because they put so much effort into making this great program. Even if those guys of you who use it already, you should probably pay for it, because they need your money. All right, I think you should. Yeah, it's only $60. Like, you can buy Logic for like $300 or Pro Tools for some incredibly insane amount that doesn't deserve getting that much money. So Reaper's important. Any digital audio workstation is important. Audacity is another good one, or another good starting out one to use. Emphasis on starting out. Don't stick with Audacity for a long time. You'll need some sort of microphone or interface to put things together. I recommend the Scarlett Solo or Scarlett 2i2. These are basically boxes that you plug into your computer that handle all the audio processing you need to do. And they allow you to connect microphones to your computer. There are some USB microphones out there, but I personally wouldn't recommend getting one, especially if you want to start a career in this type of thing. Just because if you buy a USB microphone, you're just delaying the inevitable of purchasing an interface. Because, I mean, there's somebody who made a video about the Blue Yeti and how everybody has one and why it's kind of a garbage microphone. I don't think it's that bad, but again, if you want to keep upgrading your equipment, you're eventually going to need to buy an interface. Virtual instruments. So these are instruments that have been meticulously recorded and sampled and put into your computer. Oh yeah, take a picture of that if you want my list. This is like the list of goodness right there. So get the list of goodness into your phones.